Right, so Darren Holden from the High Kings, it's lovely to chat to you again. You're coming back to us, we're very happy to say, on the 2nd of July, which is a Saturday night, to the INEC Arena. It must be fantastic to be firstly back on the road again, but secondly, obviously more importantly, coming back to Killarney. So how is it for you? How has it been?
Listen, it's been great, call to come back and get on the road and do what we do. We forgot how, it makes us feel. If we forgot how happy it makes us when we're on stage performing for everybody, and just to be back doing all these tours again. We did the States in March. We've been doing all the Irish States all through April into May, and we're really looking forward to Killarney. Killarney has always been like a kind of a spiritual home for us in Ireland. It's where we probably did our first gigs back in 2008 with the High Kings. So always a pleasure to go down and see everybody down there and get back to the INEC.
I must congratulate you on your, is it 15 years you're together now this year?
It'll be next year, actually, 15
Next year.
years. Yeah, so we're planning something really, really special. It's in the works right now. We're in the studio and we're putting a lot of ideas together, having a lot of meetings about it. But we want to mark it with something really different. And I think we're well on track to do that.
Tell me about America, because obviously is it much different to playing to an Irish audience? Because the Irish people seem to be a bit more energetic sometimes. So what was America like, and how did it go?
Well, America, obviously, is so vast. We started this time in Idaho, which we'd never played Idaho before, and we couldn't believe it. We actually had something like 800 people in a beautiful theater in Idaho, and like they've only seen us on YouTube and heard us on Spotify and Pandora. They've never seen us live. So it was amazing to walk on stage there and not knowing what to expect, and then get this unbelievable welcome. But it's different in every state. I mean, we went from there to Colorado, where we have been before. But we went to a place called Breckenridge, which is like 10,000 feet elevation. So that was a bit of a funny one because first five songs we were trying to get our breath, because it was so tight and everything. So after we got over that, it was a really, really great gig. We worked our way slowly across to the East Coast, New York, Boston, all those places that we normally play in. But it's beautiful to get back over. They were just really, really ready for it. They're waiting for it. And life seems to have really gone back to normal over there. So it was lovely to see everybody and get back out and do signings and everything after the show like we normally used to do. But yeah, I mean, we're back there right after we finish in Killarney. We're back to the States for another month. So always an exciting time.
You must obviously meet a lot of expats and people from Irish origins, or people who claim to say that their grandmother's grandfather's cousin was
Yeah.
Irish. So,
Yeah.
what's it like meeting Irish people abroad as you tour around?
It's lovely because, I mean, a lot of these people have been away for 20, 30 years. They've made their lives over there. And they always like to see Irish bands coming over. And we're lucky to have such a really good following over there that a lot of the same repeat customers come along. And now they're bringing their kids. And like we could have anything from 5-year-olds to 95-year-olds. But the whole Irish thing is massive over there. Everybody wants to tell you about their heritage and do you know such and such from Mayo or Donegal? And it's funny because, they just seem to think Ireland is smaller than it actually is. I know we're a small country, but we have such a vast, sort of amount of people around the world, waving their flags. But it's just really, really funny to see it and to hear it. I mean, we did 2 shows in New York in March in the City Winery. The first show sold out. It was mostly Americans. So it was a really, really, really great show. And we had a great time doing it. But we took a break for an hour, went back on to do the second show, which was predominantly Irish people. And it was like a totally different venue. It was all hell broke loose. It was just really, really great. We loved it for, every second of it. They just went wild. And we were like, yeah, this is the Irish gang in now. So it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fun. We love to have fun and we don't care,
And talk to me about the Irish states. You've a couple of dates lined up around the country. So, are you looking forward to that? And I suppose which would be, apart from Killarney, even, which would be the gig you're looking forward to?
Well, we've just got one left now. We've got Castlebar, the Royal Theatre is the only one left to go on the tour. We did Vicar Street recently, which is always a very special one. So that was sold out as well. So I think for me, I live in Dublin now. I'm from Kilkenny, but I live in Dublin. So Vicar Street, I'd have a good few people coming in that I know. So you always like to have a really, really great show. But we've had a really great time. We've done 2 nights in Derry at the Millennium Forum as well, which was really amazing. There's just something supercharged about the audience up there. They love the gig. And again, very, very loyal followers. They keep coming back and it keeps growing and growing. We did Cavan. Cavan's always great for us as well. But yeah, I mean, a couple of gigs left now. One of them being the INEC. So as I said, cannot wait. It's always great. And a lot of family coming down to that one from Kilkenny and Waterford. So, and that's a good way to sign off from the tour until we get back on the road again later this year in Ireland.
What have you found from an audience perspective? What have been the songs that would firstly be your favorite to play, and then secondly, what have you found audiences resonating with the most as you've been gigging?
It's funny. I do a song called "The Town I Love So Well," written by Phil Coulter. We've been doing it for years, about 12 years now. And on this tour, it's the first time that I haven't had an accordion on. So Phil Coulter called my manager, our manager Brian, and between them, they decided that I should go into the centre and just stand and sing this song and deliver it in a new way. And it's taken on a whole new life. You know, I mean, people are kind of wondering, first of all, what am I going to sing when I get over there? Because they expect me to do it with the accordion. But that's really been a sort of a hit on this tour. And then we've got another brand new song. It's a High Kings original a cappella song called 1845. That has been a surprise hit as well. And we started doing it in America. And then we said we'd bring it over to Ireland as well and see how we get on. It's sort of a little famine thing, but it's upbeat and it's fast. And people are, again, for the first verse, they're kind of going, what the hell is this? But then they're involved in it and they're clapping and we get them to sing it back to us. So it's very catchy. And I think those two are probably the big ones. But we do all the favorites like Leaving Liverpool, Summer in Dublin, Caledonia, you know, Grace. All those big songs are in there for this tour.
Yeah, I think they're like, your set list seems to be timeless in terms of Irish artists that you cover, and then your own songs as well. So people, I think, seem to resonate. I think more now than ever for some reason. That type of music is taken on a whole new lease of life with some younger artists coming through as well. So there must be there's a huge hunger for it at the moment. So have you noticed that?
I have indeed, absolutely. I think I said it to the lads a few weeks ago. I noticed it in Galway. We played Leisureland in Galway, and I saw a huge amount of younger people in at our gigs, and I'm talking like teenagers into their early 20s. And I think, you know, I mean, definitely in tough times, the last 2 years were really tough. People resonate with folk music of any this, like Irish folk music, English, American, Americana. But you do have Dan McCabe out there now, who's become an absolute star, you know, and he's really great. I can see that the young kids going to see Dan are now discovering the High Kings again. You know, or if they hadn't known about us before, now they're kind of delving into the folk genre and going, oh, wait a minute, the High Kings are playing such and such. Let's go see them. And I think that's what's happening. Dan has completely, you know, re-energized the scene. You know, like it was us in 2008 and we were told we re-energized it. Now it's him, you know, and he's doing a really, really great job. And we're very grateful to him for kind of setting fire to the whole folk thing again, because we can see the results at our own shows.
Yeah, we have him back. We had him about 2 months ago, and he did a fantastic gig. And he's back with us 2 or 3 times during the summer as well, amongst yourselves as well. So we have a great lineup of music, fantastic Irish folk music by yourselves and others. But we're looking forward to you, especially because we always love having you back. And
thank you so much.
We hope that you come back to us for many more years. So Dan,
please God, we will. Yeah.
Or Darren, absolutely. We'll see you on the 2nd of July. It's a Saturday night, and
looking forward to it.
There's a couple of more tickets available above this video. So Darren, lovely to chat to you again.
Great to see you, Colin. Thanks so much. See you then.